Hey guys, welcome back to Tap That. This is a little segment we like to call the pursuit of hoppiness. Today we'll be going over the Fresh Squeeze by Deschutes using the TLC method. As always, we got special guest Evan. This was a big upset. Let's get into it. You guys ready?
I am. Let's see what's on tap.
Alcohol. I gotta have a little talk with you. I wanna treat you just like you treated me.
All right, guys, you ready to get into the big upset of this one? The Fresh Squeezed, which I think was I think that's what threw us off was the name. But the logo really gets into, we were thinking lemons, orange juices, things like that.
Fruity.
It's the hop. They're doing the hop. You know, that's what they're
Squeezing it.
Yeah, they're squeezing.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't think they juice like that.
No,
I don't think these juice
two
like
wooden
that.
boards. You think one person's on each side of that squeezing it?
No, I think it's a machine.
Yeah, there's like little corkscrews. This
And they
is like
twist it.
from like the 1800s looking kind of thing.
Oh, that's interesting. Especially because they were established in 1988.
Yeah, so they didn't have like the wooden like screws to go into it. No, but I would disagree that they juice like that. Now, as we've always stated, we are very average everything.
Average everything, yeah, average Joe.
Definitely below average beer maker. So I would be curious. Leave in the comments if it actually juices like that. You know, like you squeeze it.
I feel like every picture I've ever seen is they throw it into a big metal, some sort of.
And just
I don't know what happens in there, but you get beer.
Maybe these are in there.
I guess
Squeezing each individual
Yeah,
one.
little dwarves with with paddles, just individual.
Oompa Loompas. Beer Oompa Loompas.
little beer, but
Oh,
it's
man.
pronounced Oompa.
So, Storm, when we were drinking this, you said you didn't really like this one.
I know it's warming up to me. It's a little. I wouldn't say heavy because it's not staying in my stomach like a heavy beer does, but it's like not tart. What's the word? Got better words for me?
Well, we were saying dark when we were
Dark,
first
yeah.
drinking it.
It tastes completely different to me now. And I think they messed up and bottled the wrong beer. Because this does not taste like coffee or darkness to me. This tastes exactly what an IPA should taste like.
No, and a little giveaway. Obviously, we've unveiled them. One of them is a porter. I thought this would be the porter, man.
Yeah. And when we were drinking them blindfolded, I also thought that. I drank this and I was like, ooh, that's the porter. There's so much coffee aftertaste. And I still got a little bit of a dark roast
Maybe
aftertaste.
Maybe you're right. The labels are mixed up. The dwarves messed up, guys.
The door's messed up.
Yeah, they probably label them too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it says impossibly juicy, undeniably refreshing. Like, it's not that it's not, but it definitely, I don't get juicy out of it. I guess that's...
But I'm glad you bring that up because, like we said, the labels, it's a mockery of squeezing a hop, I guess. That's what
Mockery.
it is.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Evan was just reading a little bit of this. At 6.4%, I'm happy with that.
I'm happy
It's
with
easy
that.
to drink. It's not like terrible.
Oh, yeah, it's not dark. See, I wish I had better words to explain this. It's dark, but it's not harsh on my throat.
Yeah.
It goes down.
Yeah, I mean,
smooth.
Eventually, we'll get into those stouts where they're coffee. You're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
This though, I mean, it says impossibly juicy. Going back to that, but of what?
Yeah.
Hop.
The last line says, "No fruit was harmed in the making of this video." Or this
don't
beer.
know.
But
Certainly not this video.
yeah, no, we didn't harm any fruit. But I'm still not getting fruit. And also, this picture is extremely misleading because this looks like it's in pain.
It does. It does.
mean,
This doesn't look enjoyable.
This
Yeah,
does
is
not
it
look
hop?
enjoyable.
Is a hop a fruit though? I don't think
Is
so.
it? I'm not sure.
I think it's an oat. I think it's in some kind of
like a
oat.
grain?
Yeah,
A
some
grain,
sort of
grain
vegetation.
oat.
I guess is that
But it's
what fruit
bleeding clearly in this
is? It
picture.
is bleeding.
I would though. I know we're kind of getting past the juicy. I would say it is juicy because I've had IPAs before where it's a much, I don't know, drier kind of taste. So you can kind of taste the hops. I don't super taste the hops on this one. I definitely like, and to use their word, like I do feel like there's a juiciness to those hops. Like now I don't taste them, but like maybe that's what hop juice tastes like. Isn't that beer, I guess? But I don't know.
I'm glad you mentioned that it's an IPA because I started drinking IPA with you, especially on the show. This does not remind me of an IPA.
Yeah.
Not for me. Probably for you.
Do you drink a lot of IPAs?
I do not. No. I'm extremely inexperienced when it comes to many beers.
So
I'm not a
it's
big beer drinker
IPA version.
in my spare time. So I pretty much just drink when I'm with my friends.
With
so.
us, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Here you go.
but I think that's cool though because I don't have really much experience with it. So
It's catching up to me. I like it. I feel like I'm running along and it's like, hey, wait for me. And I'm starting to like it. It's good.
You do as, and I love to say, as they sit on your
There
palate.
you go. Yeah.
I say it every episode, they do catch up. And especially, and even going further in that if you drink and drink and drink them, like, it's almost like a developed taste.
And that's what I wanted you to bring up. Like, it's getting better. It's sitting on my palate. It's getting better. It's not like that first sip from the cold case file.
Yeah.
That was like overwhelming. Just
Yeah, it is. It's an overwhelming flavor, especially coming off of nothing. Mm-hmm. And like I said in the cold case file episode, if this beer was in any other position other than first, I'd have got the other one right. Because like I definitely tasted the coffee, and there is no coffee flavor in this. That's not how these are made. But there's just something about it. It's maybe the bitterness of how it sits. There's an after hint of coffee. This tastes totally different to me now.
yeah, I agree.
And that's just a statement to how much knowing what you're drinking plays into things. Like looking at this label, seeing it, like...
for sure. Yeah. If you saw it on the shelf.
Exactly.
And you just picked it up.
This
Like,
tastes
cool,
like an IPA to me now, like, and we were totally off on it.
Totally off. Thought
Like-
it was a porter. I mean, this dark.
Right away, we were like, "This is dark. This is
dark."
dark." That was the one that we were all unanimous on.
Oh, yeah, and easily
And
unanimous.
yeah,
on. We were just like...
right
"Ah."
away, we're all like, "Oh yeah, that's it."
And when I was unveiling it out of the sleeve, I said,
You're like, "No
"We got
way."
this one right. Wait, this is a no-brainer. This is the porter." And boom. Surprise.
And yeah, that set into motion the entire episode.
Oh, yeah. This one ruined the guessing.
We
the
were
cold case
waiting
for us.
for fresh squeezed juice or lemonade or something.
Yeah.
And
And
we misread it.
It's how
completely.
much the name plays into it, man. But like with the name with the image on this,
It makes sense.
definitely makes sense to me now. I'm gonna stop drinking it because I'm enjoying this much more than you guys, and I'm gonna wait for chuggability with this all.
So I want to bring up a good point. When we did that in the cold case file, we all spoke about bringing maybe a palate cleanser into the next episodes of cold case files. You guys leave us comments. Obviously, we could just Google it, check out, what's the best palate cleanser.
Yeah, but I wanna
What
hear
do
from you.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Do you use a salt lick like a guinea pig or
Should we make a steak dinner?
Like
Yeah.
a deer, we'll hang it right
every
here.
episode?
exactly? I don't know. You let us know, and we'll try it on the show. I'm sure there's different palate cleansers out there, but this one definitely opened our eyes to, man, we need a palate cleanser.
We need a
maybe.
palate cleanser, maybe.
Yeah. So I'll drink it down a little bit. What do you got over there?
Yeah, I'm getting a little close to where Alex is
You
at.
guys,
Not quite.
you guys take your time. You have your steak as raw as you want it and as cooked as you want it.
Yeah. So
As long as you don't put ketchup on it.
Yeah, as long as you don't put ketchup on it.
I'm gonna leave it here. You did want to mention about the chuggability.
I do want to mention kind of about chuggability. I do understand that every beer isn't meant to be chugged. IPAs, stouts, porters, they're not meant to be chugged. But as we always state, this is for your average drinker. This is for the guy who doesn't know what they're drinking and just kind of goes into it. Maybe they're at a barbecue and they just pull something out and they're like, hey, let's play a drinking game and we're going to chug. I want to make sure they know this one is not the beer you pick. Oh, I don't know about this one. But like,
Right.
when we get into those ones that aren't very chuggable, like, I want to make sure they know that,
Well, when I always tell people about the show, and I always bring it up in a drinking setting, obviously. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, go subscribe to Tap That. We tell you. I tell them whether they're drinking Bud Light or a sophisticated IPA. I'm always like, we'll let you know how it tastes. So we want to let you know if this is chuggable or not at a party. You grab it. You're like, I don't know. Of course, I'm just restating what you said.
Yeah.
But it's a great point.
Yeah. Before we get into chuggability, I just want to get your quick thoughts What does everybody think about the label?
I think the label brings to light how misleading the name is.
You're still, he's like, no, not into that.
No, so yeah, I mean, you see the name Fresh Squeezed, and instantly, like we all thought, juice, fruit, lemonade, something like that. But now we can kind of understand it. So I think the label does complement the name. The name itself without the label
It's hard.
can really throw you off.
It's hard.
But if you see them both together, you get kind of an idea of what's going on.
I see what you mean, and I kind of get like this when I'm trying to be creative. I might draw something, and then the name goes off the drawing, but it has nothing to do with the product. You know what I mean? I get it.
Yeah. I personally like the label.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks cool, yeah.
It looks cool. It's very...
But like you said, it's misguiding.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's
The
only,
name is misguiding.
It's only misguiding on the order we did it. If
Yeah.
I saw this in a brewery, I would pick this because it makes sense to me.
We saw just the name.
Yeah,
We didn't see the label.
It is definitely
So, yeah.
misleading to me, and that's only because us growing up, we think Fresh Squeeze, we think of the two little kids sitting selling selling lemonade, putting Fresh Squeeze lemonade. But that's not everybody. So this to me makes sense. I like the label. I like the color. I like the imagery. I like the picture. We've talked a lot about art on here. I think this is simple art. Somebody still drew it.
I like it. We talked about that with the Anchor Brewery with the Anchor. Yeah.
I like, and this is my favorite. I know Storm doesn't love this, but there's not too many words on it. I will read those for you guys. All it says is impossibly juicy, undeniably refreshing, freshly squeezed, no fruit was harmed in the making of this beer. Simple, quick. This doesn't need a whole history lesson to get it done. Point. I think this is a good IPA. It's definitely not my favorite I've ever drank or anything, which we'll get into. But before we get into it, you guys want to tap that and see what the chuggability rating is?
Yeah, let's know how you can chug this. Okay. Again, IPA, not really supposed to be chugged, but
It was okay.
It was okay. Yeah, I did earlier. I said that it wasn't too harsh, but when you're chugging it
hits a little harsher when you chug it. It's definitely meant to be sipped. I'm not gonna rate it. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't think it's a chuggable beer. It's not chuggable.
He means rate the chuggability.
Yeah, I don't want to rate the chuggability
because we're definitely rating the beer.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you guys know how this tastes. I'm actually ready. Label, taste, all that combined. I'm gonna give this, and this is I feel like higher on my spectrum for an IPA.
Hold on, before you do that, I want to let everybody know. And more, I want to let you know. Evan is going to rate these beers.
Yep.
They're not going to go into the Tap That rating.
It's not.
That's fine.
I'll give his guest rating, but me and Storm, we're Tap That. And that's how that is. Sorry, Evan. Sorry
It's okay. I'm not offended.
You get free beer, but you don't get to be a part of the number. I'm sorry.
That's all right. As long as every other guest gets that same treatment.
Oh no,
I'm
just
cool
you.
with it.
Just you. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
No. Yeah, every guest.
But we'll definitely put you on. We'll put guest ratings up.
Yeah.
But Storm, give me your rating. What you think?
I had it, and then you started talking.
Sorry. Talk your process.
I'm processing 6.7. I like this IPA. It's good. It grew on me. First glance, cold case file. It was harsh. Now it's good. 6.7.
All right. I will go next. I am with you. I think this is a good IPA. It's definitely not my favorite. There's nothing that stands out in it, but there's nothing that's a retractor in it either. It's a very good IPA. I'm going to go a little higher than Storm just because I appreciate IPAs more. I'm going to go about a 6.9 for it. But very good. Very good IPA.
Okay. So I'm going to say, I like...
Sorry.
So I'm a big fan of sweet stuff, which I told you before coming in here. But I actually do like bitter things as well. So I actually grew on this a lot. I'm not going to say
you grew on it, or
it grew on me. Yeah, okay. I actually grew on this.
I bring that up. Like sometimes you just gotta finish a beer.
Yeah,
you just gotta put it down.
I can't say it's something that I'd go out of my way. Kind of like you said, it's not a favorite that you've ever had.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna give it around the same you guys did. I'm gonna give it like a 6.5. Like
6.5.
It's not. I drink it. If someone opened this and gave it to me,
You wouldn't be upset.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Perfect summary, man. I've said that in the past.
Yeah.
You open it up, you give it to me, I'm gonna drink it.
I'm not gonna wince at it. I'm gonna drink it.
I would drink this at a summer party. I would drink this at a cold campsite. I think it's a very versatile beer. I think it's great.
Lay down your number for us.
6.5.
6.5.
Oh, maybe that's a retake. Sorry, 6.5. There you go.
6.5. He definitely said it.
Zoned.
But as always, thank you very much for joining us on a review of Fresh Squeezed IPA from the Deschutes Brewery. And please do not forget to tap that subscribe button.
Yep. See you next time.
Alcohol.